Hi there, beautiful people. Okay, I'm going to do something a little different today. I've actually pre-selected some cards, and the topic that I'm going to talk to you today about is spiritual depression. And honestly, the cards that I've pulled out really tells you a story. And honest, they were pulled out at random. When I was pulling them at random, I was just thinking, oh shit. I'm just, really sort of thinking, yeah, this is exactly how it is. Very up and down, okay? I've made notes as well along my way, but I'm going to jump in with this judgment card, okay? So when we first start awakening and we're evaluating our lives, I'll show it to you upright, but I did actually pull it out the other way. Okay, and this could signify for you, number 20 might be signified in your life, okay? And fiery energy here as well, okay? So I do it this way. So judgment, basically, when we sort of start our spiritual journey, we go through this awakening and, everything is sort of questioned, evaluated, judged. You're not the same person you were. I mean, we change on a daily basis anyway, but when a spiritual awakening hits you, you get to many things don't trouble you anymore, as in you know that you're always going to be okay in that respect, and you don't care about having a lot of things, but sort of maybe judging yourself and the way that you've sort of let yourself be in relationships and stuff. It's a massive process. But with awakening comes depression, like I was saying. So, the judgment card, I feel like I judge myself a lot. And certainly I feel like absolute shit at the minute. I got vertigo, I've got inner ear problems, I gotta go to the doctors after. And it's depressing, but it's not. I don't feel like it's that's depressing me. I feel like that's just an add-on to what to this spiritual growth. Without growth, growth, without pain. I can't even say it actually. I can't work it out. But you know what I mean. It just and spiritual depression will hit you out the blue. Now I feel like I've been on doing a good run. I was doing videos. And this has been sort of my spiritual depression has happened since probably about September, October time. And I don't know, since then I haven't felt as spiritually connected, even though I do connect and I still read. I'm not doing as much, okay? And I need to get back into this flow of a daily basis and doing this, all the time to sort of keep myself in the flow. And that's the sort of, I don't know, I judge myself on the days when I just can't do nothing and you just can't help it. And my advice to you to be in, this situation is you're not alone, okay? You are never alone. And just go within, okay? If you were feeling really alone at that time, go within and sort of meditate and find out why you were feeling these bits of, despair and judgment on yourself, okay? And don't be too harsh. And you might be as well, drawing the judgment card, judging other people around you and sort of other situations and your friends and your family dynamics. Your eyes are totally open, and that can make you depressed because, your best friend maybe not, you haven't got the same sort of things in connection with you, with them anymore, okay? But know that you're all drinking buddies. Don't have to be drinking buddies. There's other things that you could coax people to do. I don't drink alcohol, but I still go out with my friend. I'll have a coffee hit or wherever, and that's fine for me. Each to their own, I suppose. But I do smoke cannabis, so. And I'm quite honest about that. And that's another thing that I judge myself on. But sometimes it gets me through these hard times. And I would rather do that than sort of go on pharmaceuticals. But there's nothing, like I've been reading up on this today thinking, oh God, what should I do, etc. But, if that's what helps you, it helps you. It's helping you to sort of get out of a bad situation. Don't feel bad about it at all, okay? Right, I'm going to jump in with the next card then. Okay, so we've got the Six of Swords. So this is us sort of escaping. And this is certainly why I've probably been sitting there watching a lot of TV. Just bumming around. Actually, yesterday I did make a point of actually making some bracelets. I was feeling okay for a little while. I've got actually this pain again in my head, but I didn't have the pain that I had now in my head, and I just sat there and I made a few healing bracelets, and I was like quite happy, and I was quite in my power, and I'd done a few light tasks yesterday, and I just think, I think whatever it takes to get us by at this moment in time, creativity is a really good form of escapism. So yeah, anything creative, drawing, singing, playing your guitar. This is what I do at the top of my head, making jewellery, whatever, writing, whatever creativity, cooking, go and help someone, anything that's going to sort of make you, make somebody else feel better, that will make you feel better as well. That's what I have found, okay? So yeah, escaping, sometimes we do need this little bit of an escapism, but know that when, perhaps you may be escaping a little bit too much and running away from your problems. I know I am, I hold my hands up to this. I am the worst for this. Another thing about spiritual depression is that we are exhausted, and sometimes we don't even know why. We don't even know why we got this depression, why we feel spiritually exhausted, burnt out. But sometimes I think, for me as well, as a Cancerian, I am ruled by the moon. I've got a lot of Pisces energy in my chart. I've got Scorpio in my chart. I've got Leo in my chart, and I've got Virgo. So I'm quite a mixed bag, okay? So the moon cycle definitely affects me, and you'll know if it affects you. Keep a journal. Keep a sort of... Let me pause this. I kind of lost track now. I was on about spiritual exhaustion. I was just interrupted with my phone then. Yeah, I feel like a lot of us are sort of... This could be as well, when you're going through a spiritual awakening, you're like shedding old things. You're shedding your ego slowly, okay? And, that could be like a sign of your spirit, This is why 10 of Swords reverses come out, I think, because I don't feel like it's as bad as 10 of Swords upright. I feel 10 of Swords is, we know what's happening around us, but we're still going with it, okay? And I feel like energies at the moment, I think 2 weeks' time, we've got another Mercury retrograde. So that has an effect. So if you're not in your power and not in your strength, which I feel like I just feel like I am not at my best at this time, and I want people to see like that it's not all, oh yeah, today is going to be such a rosy day, because it's not. It's very up and down, okay? And like, as I've got on my notes here, if you're a woman, you've got to think about your hormones as well. That has an effect, okay, on your sort of health. Like I said, moon cycles, your diet, okay? If you're eating a lot of processed, crappy foods, okay, you are going to feel like shit. And this is first-hand experience, because the last week or so I've just been eating shit. I cook quite healthy foods, but then the extras on the the sides and stuff, shit. Okay. Like I said, at this moment I feel, for me, like spiritual depression is manifesting in my sort of crown chakra, and my third eye, because I don't know, I keep on having like vertigo, where it's so hard to explain. It's just like I'll close my eyes and I'll have like the vertigo like for a few seconds, but it'll last, I don't know, it can last like for an hour sporadically. But I don't know, I'm like, sometimes I'm seeing visions in there, sometimes I'm not. I don't know, but just everything can be off when you've got like sort of a spiritual depression. You can feel bipolar, and this will go on like a daily, can be daily, hourly basis. And like I said, with the hormone things, that can be like an hourly or maybe 10-minute basis for me. I can be happy 1 minute and then want to rip your face off another minute. But I gotta say that I'm not quite like that when I've got a good meditation practice, when I'm doing all my rituals, when I'm happy, when I'm in my happy space, okay? When I'm not letting the world get to me. Right, okay, so then I drew the strength card reversed, okay? Strength, the other way, means inner strength. So maybe we need to be seeking some help from outside now, okay? I feel, and this could be like in the form of asking your angels. It could be going to the doctors, or it could be going for counselling if that's what you need, or finding maybe a spiritual life coach that could help you. Sometimes going on YouTube and just like, say like Google, or type in spiritual depression, and other people will come up for you on YouTube that will help you with your spiritual depression. And you're not going mad, you're not bipolar, well, but that's not for me to diagnose. And certainly if you did feel that there was something that the doctor needs to address rather than anything, do seek your doctor's advice. And it is probably the best thing actually to seek your doctor's advice in the first place anyway. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of us, okay, in our spiritual awakening are going to go through like a lot of tower moments where we just want to be alone. We feel like at this moment in time, hand on my heart, I am just living in the moment. Because if I think of anything else at this moment in time, it just fills me with so much dread that it's making all my other symptoms feel 100 times worse. So I'm really trying not to think about it. But yeah, I feel like at this moment in time, I'm probably in a bit of a tower moment. And perhaps if you've stumbled across this, maybe you are sort of going through a little bit of spiritual depression. Like I said earlier, I'm a Cancerian. I hide myself away. I would rather deal with this shit on my own, okay? But like somebody said to me the other day, people want to see this. They want to see that it's not all, oh yeah, look at me, look what I manifested, look what I did, look what I, built. They want to see this rawness, okay? And I'm laughing through this today because if I didn't laugh, I think I would fucking cry. Okay, and just to tie this in with like the spiritual sort of depression topic, okay? We've got the death card. This probably would signify ego death. The death of friendships, relationships, jobs that you once loved, okay? When you've been spiritual, awakened, better things are coming, okay? Because you are sort of aware of what you want to do, where you want to go. But this shit hurts. This shit hurts, people. It's not all rosy. It's not all great. Everything changes. For me, I don't drink alcohol anymore. I don't eat meat anymore. I don't eat fish anymore. Dairy will be going slowly. And, so all other things that I do, like sugar and cannabis, hopefully, this is something that I will be sort of pushing forward for. And I feel like, you know, in a way, that would probably help me have less bouts of spiritual depression. But you've got to sort of understand as well the sort of collective energy of the planet, you know, as well. There's so much sadness in the world, and, you know, we are sort of picking up on the energy of everyone else, okay? So if there's sadness in the world, you know, I don't watch the news. I do somewhat know what's going on because people will tell me important things if I need to know them. But it's just like keeping yourself away from sort of negativity, you know. Like I said, I don't really notice that I've gone down into a sort of depressive state until like I'm there and I'm thinking, shit, how am I going to sort of get myself out of it? But I know how to get myself out of it as well. And that's through music, expressing myself, okay? Sort of making myself feel well. Because like I said, I don't feel well at the moment. My head hurts a lot. I'm having vertigo. I've got like a ear problem. My ears are ringing constantly, which is an ascension sign as well, people. Okay, as is, you know, seeing repeated numbers all the time. 12, 12, 11, 11, 2, 2, 2. I woke up the other day, 0303. I think I put it on my Facebook page. But yeah, it's all good, yeah. And it's all signs from the universe that you are going through this, okay? There's no denying it. You're not going crazy, okay? And maybe this is your clarification. I really thought I was going crazy, especially when I was being waking up with the taps, okay? But yeah, all this will change your life, but it'll change you for the better, okay? And typically we can go through spiritual awakening, many different things. You know, some people just go through it because that's just their path in life. But some of it is like maybe a near-death experience, bad relationships, anything to sort of wake you up, okay? Right, I'm going to draw and then a universal guidance card. I hope this has helped someone, but yeah, sometimes you just feel like you are going a bit crazy, but you know, you're not. Okay, let me just see if there's anything else on my list. Yeah, like I just said, okay, not to be mistaken though, if you do feel like you've got a mental health issue that needs to be addressed by medical practitioners, and don't be ashamed, you know, if you have to go sort of on medication for a mental health issue, because, you know, everyone sort of has struggles in their life, you know, myself included, okay. Yeah, I've got another thing down here as well. No desire to do things that excite you anymore. Perhaps in these circumstances you're meant to let them go, or maybe you're just meant to have a little break from that. And certainly, like, because I did play my guitar yesterday, and I didn't play it the day before, and I didn't play it for about a week before that. But sometimes I can like have a little break, because I'll be thinking, like at this minute in time, I'm writing a song. I've got a really cool riff for it, but the words are just not really like flowing. But I know that it's nearly there. It's nearly there. But I know sometimes a little break, and I'll be back into it, and I'll think, oh, okay, and I'll do it that way. So I don't know. Pay attention to that anyway, people. Okay. I'm going to draw a universal guidance card. Okay, oneness is my true nature. Oh, my angel's falling down now. I think I need to glue that, I think. Okay, I know that, you know, when I'm fully connected, when I'm feeling happy, when all of this up and down stuff is settled a bit, you know, oneness is my true nature. When I come away from this is when I think the depression starts. And I think it is, you know, to call me back, I suppose. You can take that how it resonates, really. Okay, energy card. Okay, walking away. Okay, and this would tie in with the spiritual depression, okay? We're walking away from situations and people and maybe jobs, like I said, relationships, family members sometimes. We're walking away, and like I said, this shit hurts. It's not all a bed of roses. You will feel it. Okay. And as well, I feel like certain things like are never the same again. I don't know. And I suppose it's because I think that is our sort of judgment, or my probably judgment. You when we are like this spiritual depression, you feel like, oh, it's never going to go back to the way it was. No, because it's not meant to now, because this is the path that you're going down. So you just gotta live with it, really, and you've just got to sort of grow from it and grow from all your experience. Okay, so we've got visualize abundance in all forms. God give you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. Okay, so yeah, I know, like, we are going through this, you might be going through this spiritual depression, especially if you've clicked on this. But, we can visualize our way out of this situation. And like I said, I've been having, through these like little bouts of sort of up and down depression, whatever, I'm having sort of little glimpses of what I'm supposed to be doing and what I'm doing. So I'm not completely sort of escaping reality. I'm sort of helping myself, like I said, expressing myself, being creative, getting back to myself, make sure I'm doing the right meditation for me, make sure I'm putting nice things in my body, okay? But yeah, visualize ourselves being happy as well, healthy. This morning I've been hitting myself with my affirmations. I said them 10 times before I did my water manifesting drink, which was to manifest more custom, better health, better surroundings, everything, okay? And this is what I've been doing today, and this is what's giving me, even though I feel like utter shit, my ear is killing, my eye is killing on the left side, and I can do without this today. I could just be lying on the settee watching TV with my dog, but I don't want to be, and I feel like this because it was just, I was feeling like shit for like 2 days, and then I clicked on something, and then it led me somewhere, and then I thought, yeah, it's depression, it's spiritual depression. I know that things are not going to be, like I said, the same again. I'm walking away from situations and people, and yeah, it is depressing. Okay. I got an angel card, so it's notice the signs. Here's the signs you've been receiving, a heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and never alone. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to do this without everything falling. Let's try. Oh, it's working so far. Okay. And I feel like it's important now for us to start, looking out for these signs, especially if you're in a bit of spiritual depression and you're feeling quite alone. Okay, please open your eyes to what's around you. Go for a nice walk and ask for your angels to send you a nice little present or something, okay? Or just pray to your angels and ask them for a sign. Okay, I'm going to draw... Call this wisdom card. Okay, Mother Mary, Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Okay, so if you're going through this spiritual depression, all you need to do is connect to your angels and ask for them to be coming in and helping you and guiding you and giving you some healing. Okay, pray to Mother Mary. When I do my angelic Reiki healing sessions, for women, especially women that I can feel emotional pain with, I will always call in Mother Mary as the healer, as one of the healing angels there, always. And I'm even getting the chills now, even saying Mother Mary. Oh, Mother Mary, Mother Mary, Mother Mary. Okay, but I just, as soon as I call her name, it's like I can feel like the magic and the energy shooting down my arms. I can feel a lot of energy in my arms at the moment, actually. But yeah, it's like she's raring to go, man. So pray to Mother Mary, pray to your angels and ask for, expect miracles. This is not going to last forever. Okay, spiritual journeys up and down, up and down. When you first started your spiritual journey, you might have had a period of depression beforehand. Okay, and then suddenly you were awakened, okay, and then you saw how brilliant and how amazing everything was. And I think, for me, like, I struggled to get back to that point. To where I was like on cloud fucking 10, like, do you know? When I was honest, like, healing myself from a pain condition, going to lie in my bed to meditate for like 40 minutes, sort of waking up, doing this mad stretch, and then going for a walk with my dogs in nature, thinking this is amazing, hugging trees, just really sort of embracing it all. And perhaps, there's a lesson there for me. Perhaps I just need to do that. It's not as if I don't have that time to sort of do that and concentrate on myself again. And certainly if it's going to help with my mental health. There are lots of guided meditations for these, things like stress, anxiety, depression, spiritual growth. Okay? Just look, okay? The answers are in front of you, okay? I'm going to draw an element card. I can never remember what my cards are called. Okay, so this is water. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. Okay, and I think that's a brilliant way to sort of end this like reading now. But yeah, just know that sort of with endings come new beginnings, and be excited for your new beginnings, because if you're on a spiritual journey and you're serious, I can't do this, and you're serious about your growth, then manifesting your dreams will become, it will be just your reality. You just need to get to grips with all this, okay? And you're doing the best you can. Don't worry if you are struggling at the moment. Like I said, it's not going to last forever. And yeah, just sort of do little things to help yourself. Like salt baths I find amazing. Going for walks in nature. Yoga. Stretching, simple stretching. Putting nice foods in your body, okay? Getting nice vitamins and herbs. I take turmeric daily. I take magnesium daily. And I take apple cider vinegar. I make like a detox drink daily, and I notice when I don't have these that how crappy I feel, and it's not cool. I know what sort of helps put me back together, and this is what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks, few days, okay? And it starts with sort of controlling and sort of boundaries with yourself as well. If you're not feeling like up to going to like a social function or whatever, because like as well as like being awake to the world, okay, you will find that you want to be on your own a lot of the time. I'm quite the loner. I've got it down to a fine art, but I've always been that way. So I've never really found a problem with it. But I think as you sort of, go on the journey further and further, and it is up and down. There are going to be times where you just want to be on your own and not bugged, and and there are going to be tower moments in your life, like I'm going through one at the moment. My health is not the best, and I'm going to be trying everything I can now to get myself back to that sort of place where I'm on cloud fucking 10, as I said. Okay, anyway, so peace, love, and namaste to everyone, okay? I'll put everything in the description box below if anyone would like a reading, okay? Please hit me up. If I'm up to it, I will get to you, okay? So, like I said, peace, love, and namaste, beautiful people. Love you.